Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AJ and the Cool Kids Gala. We wanted to make sure that you knew what was going on this evening and what our new initiatives are for AJ and the Cool Kids Autism Foundation this year. We added a couple different layers to our mission this year, mainly to make sure that all families were covered and also to make sure we included fathers this year. And my husband took the lead on that, so I wanted to give it to him to talk about the new initiative that we put in place regarding fathers.
Thank you, Tonya.
You're welcome.
My book is called A Father's Voice, Raising a Son with Autism. It's very important that I showcase fathers in a different light than what we have been shown previously. It was very important that I showed that we have thoughts, feelings, and we hurt just like everyone else. It's also important that we are active in our kids' lives. Even when I'm long gone, I wanted AJ to see that I loved him, I cared about him, I wanted him to see that I'm building a legacy for him even after I'm gone. So he can be the viewpoint for AJ and the Cool Kids, what we're about, what we stand for. We'll love to hear feedback so we can continue to move forward with our journey with autism. Thank you, guys.
And the next layer that we added this year is making sure that we recognize the workers who do the work for us when we are at work and our kids are at those different therapies. This year, we decided to add a layer of honoring those workers that we speak of. So the first thing that we usually do is we honor families. So this year, our honorees are Ebony and Carrie Phillips. And these parents I met at an autism fundraiser or autism space that we usually go to every year that gives parents resources and different things that they need for their children. And Ebony just stood out to me, and she talked to me about her journey and talked to me about, even though she was a nurse, she still was kind of in denial on where she stood with her son's diagnosis. And as autism parents, we do go through that. But what struck me more about this family is how hard she fought for her child and to make sure that he gets exactly what he needs and not to be treated differently in any type of space that he's in. We also added the new layer of recognize the people who are providing therapies for our children. And those two honorees are very important and very, very much needed in our community. The first honoree is Belford Finley, and he works for Bright Light ABA Therapy, and he is always out in this community. He's at every booth setup, he's at every therapy for his children, and he makes sure he's in the forefront when it comes to this company. I was having a conversation with him, and you can just see the passion and why he loves doing this work, and it was very important that he was honored and recognized for that work tonight. Our second honoree is Nathaniel Glover, and when I met this young man, he was just excited about the word graduate of Winston-Salem State University and going in the forefront, going to school, knowing that he wanted to help children in this space. So these two honorees tonight are our most important honorees, all four of them, and we wanted them to recognize that we see you and that you matter. So tonight we want you to not only recognize who we are putting on the platform tonight, but know that we're here doing this work to make sure that autism is not only seen, but heard and celebrated. We thank you for coming out to join us tonight, and we hope you enjoy your evening.
My name is Belford Finney. I'm from Connecticut, Bridgeport, Connecticut. I grew up in, and I've been doing this for quite a long time. I left Connecticut and came to North Carolina, and I eventually left the school system and was looking for a job, and I noticed I got something online from ABA Therapy, which was Bright Light. After I did the interview, I realized that this would be something great for me to do to help children still from what I used to do in Connecticut. What inspired me to work doing ABA was the fact that actually just helping kids that really need help. You know, when a kid can't say hello to a parent or know what it is to give a hug, that kind of touched me. And I know that I was great with kids, and I know I had this natural ability. I pursued ABA.
What does actually ABA stand for, and what does it do for the child?
ABA stands for Applied Behavior Analysis. What ABA does is takes big tasks and break it down into smaller components so the kid can learn much faster than if you're working with somebody that understands a little more or has just maybe a different type disability. But I do believe ABA can work across a broad branch of disabilities. And I'm glad that they've put this in service because it makes such a big difference with kids and growth. Providing exceptional care means the whole package, mentally, physically, financially, because it is hard to help kids when cost is very high, and it takes a lot of time and patience. Patience is one of the overall things because in order for a kid to develop and to grow, it takes quite time. It's slow, but every step forward is always a gradual movement towards progressing and getting better. I am telling the world what you need to do as an RBT is to have patience, love, and an open mind, because in order to succeed in doing ABA therapy, you truly need to see outside the box. Sometimes we're very tunnel vision as parents or adults that we don't understand what autism is. And the more I've learned from it, the more I've grown as an individual myself. Well, that bridge has always been a little further apart. And now that we have ABA therapy, me working for Bright Light and AJ and the cool kids getting involved with us, more people can see what we do and how it helps grow kids, parents, and we're also here to let people know that if you're involved mentally, financially, and physically, it's only going to help our world grow as a whole.
My name is Nathaniel Glover. I'm originally from Fayetteville, North Carolina. I graduated from Winston-Salem State University in 2022. I am a registered behavior technician. I have been doing this line of work for about 2 years now, and I come to love it and enjoy all the things that comes along with it. One thing that inspired me to become a registered behavior technician is really just making a difference in a child's life. I was working as a teacher before I started in this field, and I realized that working with those kids was something that brought me really a lot of joy, and it brought me a lot of satisfaction seeing those kids just learn and also continue on developing skills as they got older. I had an opportunity before I left home, Fayetteville, to come to Charlotte to start ABA therapy. I didn't have no experience within the field. I was very nervous, as most are when starting this field, but whenever I started, I realized that this was something that I could see myself doing, and not only just doing, but I am actually passionate about. My end goal with working with ABA is simply to inspire, to change, to be able to make change, and to continue to build that trust with different kids and to help them develop. The qualities that I feel define an exceptional RBT is patience, having patience, being caring, listening, and having the will to want to make a change. If you have those things, you will be an exceptional RBT. Receiving this recognition, it inspires me to be able to just tell my story and also to continue to bring awareness of how us as RBTs, we are not only just trying to correct behaviors, but we're also helping our kids develop skills so they can live independent lives. Receiving this award, one thing it really has done for me is bring light and just recognition to the fact that of the job that we do as RBTs and what does it mean to not only the parents, the clients, but to the community as well. One thing for me that it has done well, just overall of this whole experience of us receiving this award and the recognition, it really has motivated me to continue on the journey I am going on of furthering my education, of just learning more, and honestly just continue to spread awareness and just being genuine.
When we first heard it, so we went to a developmental pediatrician here in Charlotte. We both took off work I kind of thought maybe, but wasn't sure. I was in denial for a long time. I think everybody's in denial.
Yeah.
And so we went, they did the testing with the simple puzzle, 3 shapes, a square, a circle, a triangle. Can he put it in the holes? No, not really.
Okay.
Letters, no, not really. And just, he did a minor toe walking, not a lot.
Okay.
Did a little bit of that. So me and Kate, we were just in there. We were listening to her talk, and she said, "Well, if you notice this, then that's a good indication." But saying if you notice this, that's a good indication. A good indication of what? What are we indicating?
Right.
Like, I know we're there to find out if he's autistic, but I'm not one to dance around words. That's not my personality. Just tell me straight up what it is.
That's right.
So this presents as, this looks like, this shows up at, like, she was using those type of words. And so I'm kind of like, okay, so what are you saying? Like, that's what so what are you saying?
Yeah, I don't want to hear all this shows up.
Oh, he's autistic.
Okay.
I think it goes in that instance is, what did I do wrong?
Okay. Okay.
You blame yourself, and you take on that blame, and it turns into doubt. It turns into, you go into depression.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
Bad.
Go into depression.
Yeah.
And it's like, for myself, I know I don't share a lot of things. That's just my personality. But it's like I still have these different fears now of like going to people's homes. Because I know we let Cam just run free and do whatever. But we can't do that in someone else's home. So I don't think she noticed it. But even with her friends and our friends, when we go to someone else's house, I'm on high alert. I don't really have fun because I'm trying to make sure that he's not jumping off their couch or doing all these other things. So you're never at ease.
Right.
Okay.
I would say that.
You're never at ease.
I would definitely say that. After she said that, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what she said afterwards.
Okay.
She said something about she'll give us resources. She said something about ABA therapy.
Right.
Here's your diagnosis. It was written on paper.
That's it.
I'm going to put in for this ABA, blah, blah, blah. I didn't even know what ABA therapy was, but for her, if that's what she does all day,
That's right.
you know, using those terms makes sense to her.
Yeah.
None of them terms
None.
made any sense to me.
None.
And so she was saying that, and I was literally stunned. I didn't know what to do from there on out.
Okay.
And so I did fall into a deep depression. I'm not gonna say that I didn't. But one thing that did not change was I'm going to work.
For me would be Cam's growth.
Okay.
From seeing him going from completely nonverbal
Yep.
to now, just the other day, Ebony and I, we were upstairs just having a moment. Cam comes upstairs and he says, "Miss Daddy," because they're trying to teach him the proper way to address people. So he said, "Miss Daddy, there's a big mess of water on the floor." So, but for him to come up there and communicate that without being prompted.
I can tell you the life lesson that he's taught me.
Okay.
He's taught me give people grace and be more patient.
Yes.
Because I am not that type. I was very, not giving that much grace to people. But he has taught me that I need to kind of calm down and relax.
Okay. Okay.
Not be so rigid in my thinking, and there's a alternate route to everybody's journey.
It is wonderful to know that the autism community is big, but it's close-knit at the same time. It's awesome to have people to lean on who understand your day-to-day struggles, what's going on, whether you verbalize it or you're just sitting and soaking in what you're in. It's a beautiful thing.
Being honored by y'all is great. I really appreciate it because there's a lot of things that I do, but I don't do it for being honored. I don't do it for the praise.
That's right.
I'm very, I let everyone know, like when it comes to any scholarships, when it comes to anything, I share all of it.
That's right.
You know, the gala, the walks, whatever it is, I share all of it. But I'm literally doing it because I feel that we should all win in some way, shape, or form, and we all need to know what's going on because we should. Our community, we need to know more. We need to be more aware.
Thank you.
Period.
Thank you.
We just need to be more aware
Yes.
of what's going on.
I'm glad you were.
And I like the fact that I try to be aware of all the things
all of it.
because I feel that other races might know more because they have access to the resources. And for you to have this program that that you and your husband heads up, to have someone that looks like me be a part of this that I can be a part of, I think it's amazing. Your advocacy helps when it comes to just the sponsors that I was able to connect with and get to know, and just the different organizations that was there, just knowing what if they had a scholarship or if they had a grant, you know, and applying to that, because I always thought some of these grants were for people in need.
Right.
You had to have Medicaid.
Nope.
You had to be struggling, you know, financially, to get some of these things. You know, that's what a lot of us think. Parents who don't have Medicaid, parents who, you know, you have your own private insurance,
That's
you
right.
work, you're middle class, or if you're upper class, whatever, you don't have this. That does not change the diagnosis.
It's gonna be okay.
Perfect.
Sit in it, let it marinate. Don't force it, because it's gonna be authentic. But it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you don't see isn't your outcome.
That's right.
Yep.
That's
Your
right.
future is bright.
Yep.
Your child's future is bright.
It is.
And once you get out of your way, because you're in your way after you get the diagnosis, because it's all about you, when it's really not. The longer you take to just swallow that pill and just deal with it, the quicker you can do that, the quicker you can get some help for your child, so they can start showing you all the different things that they already know. They might not know how to express it or bring it forth to you, but the sooner you can do that, the quicker you can hit the ground running.
Yep.